What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got Jeff Snyder and Mark Andreyko teaming up to take on the Mance Man, Scott Mance, and Sean Gerber. This will be an interesting match. I got Snyder and Andreyko winning this thing, so let's get it started.
Was the unthinkable TKO's Merle and Riley, and now he plays Roca in a #1 contender match, and I'm going to have the SWAT team there for that one. You fuckers got lucky the first time around between us. Now play us. Knowledge versus knowledge. Say to a guy like me, when the time comes, you ain't gonna be able to step up. I'm gonna kick your ass, I'm gonna make everyone forget about you, and then I'm gonna come for you. Just with sources in Hollywood, I have sources within the Schmoedown, and they've been telling me that you've been doing stuff behind my back. And if that's how you're going to be with the Lions Den and with the Patriots, I don't know that I can be a part of it. In the team tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018, the theme is anarchy. We're going to take competitors' names from a hat, draw them at random, and pair them up. The Insider, Jeff Snyder. Former champion. Yes. A man I've never faced on the table. Well, you might have the opportunity to, sir. His partner, Mark Andreyko. Scott Mance. What do you got? Sean Gerber.
You lost a wheel slice.
I'll get it back. I'm not worried about. I'll get the wheel slice back. Because you know what? Liverpool States are still my thing. They always will be. I don't need to have my face on a wheel slice to prove that. We're not afraid of anybody in this league. We are here for the competition. We are here to be champions. Got Team Sebs. What is that, Mark? Team Sebs, that's from La La Land. Sebs is from La La Land. And it is Sean Gerber and the Mance Man, Scott Mance, going up against the odd couple, Mark the Android Andreyko, and his former stablemate in the Lions Den, Jeff the Insider Snyder. This is something interesting.
Very interesting matchup today. Christian, you have three competitors that are pretty mild-mannered, even-keeled, and then you have one guy that could break the Who's decibel record set way back in 1976, Scott Mance. Like Ryan Gosling saved Jazz, can he save Team Seb from destruction?
Well, it's going to be, I mean, there's so much history with all of it, because you look at Mark Andreyko, Jeff Snyder, and Scott Mance, all legends of the game. Mark Andreyko was one actor away from being being the movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. Jeff Snyder was the longest champion in teams of all time with his reign in the Patriots, and Scott Mantz is an absolute maniac when it comes to his legendary matches with John Roca, his match this year with Ben Bateman. Sean Gerber is a rookie. Sean Gerber is walking in here like, okay, well, what the hell, what am I doing here? He's got to prove himself. He wants to prove himself. Did well in the free-for-all, and has had a decent record, 1-1 in the team division this year.
Well, that's the real question here, because we know that Jeff Snyder, say what you want about him personally, he's very good at playing with another teammate. As you mentioned, he proved with the Patriots. With Team Sebs, on the other hand, Scott Mantz is the guy who shines brightest perhaps when he's by himself. I know him and Inman had a great run, but sometimes one of them would jump in too early. They didn't consult each other a lot of times. Chemistry could be an issue here, because Sean Gerber, like you said, coming in, is he going to adapt to Scott Mantz's kind of wild Billy the Kid style of answering questions?
Well, the chemistry also is a big thing to the Odd Couple, because Snyder and Andrejko were in the Lions Den together for about a year. And then you had that Emma Fyfe stole Andrejko away last year, spectacular. And now, how are they going to interact? Because Snyder's no longer with the Lions Den, he's off on his own, but enter Roxy Schreier, who is the first lady manager we ever had in the Schmoedown, and she had that run, and because of what happened with Kalinowski, she was also, what was she going to do? Well, she is managing this team, and it's going to be on her now. Can she get these two titans of trivia, can she get them on the same page? That's going to be the question.
Well, somehow we got everybody into one room for long enough to give a pre-interview. Here's a quick look.
Roxy Stryer here with the Odd Couple, and an odd couple they sure are, but that's not a bad thing. I've got one of the best single players of all time in Mark Andrejko, and everybody knows Snyder kills it with the teammate. Now getting them on the same page has been a little bit of a job for me, but I think we're doing well. We've got a mutual respect, right boys?
Sure. Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Schmoedown. Mantzman is back, still reeling from my almost victory over Ben Bateman. That was the greatest match in Schmoedown history, and I lost, and I can still say that, but that's okay, because I'm back in the teams. Jason Inman is not with me, Team Trek forever, but with me I have Sean Gerber. Welcome, buddy. You and me, we are a rookie team.
We are a rookie team, but everybody's a rookie team in this tournament. So as far as I'm concerned, there is no home field advantage. There are no favorites. I know we're going up against a team that everybody thinks is going to beat us, but we are going to bust everybody's bracket today.
Oh, I was pumped to be paired with Mark the Android Andrejko, because he knows his stuff. You guys saw what happened to me when I got 70s in the Viviani match. Andrejko knows his 70s. He knows his comic book movies. He's got all my weaknesses covered, so I think we're going to be a great team. Odd or not, this couple is going places.
As a rookie in the league, I got to kind of hand it to Mike Kalinowski. Not that I like doing it, but Anarchy worked out great for me. I'm standing next to a legend. I'll be sitting next to him in this tournament. That's why I feel good about it. You have a match right now with Mantz, Andrejko, Snyder, three of the best ever to do it in the Schmoedown. One of these things is not like the other, and that's me, but I earned my spot today.
You earned your spot, and we're going to earn our spot by winning today's match. Just you wait.
Look at us being on the Lions Den before, and now everybody has a starter marriage. You get the practice one out of the way.
And everyone has a divorce. And is that true?
You know, this is the first round in this brand new Schmoedown tournament, and we're going to go to the next round, we're going to go to the next round, starting with Andrejko and Snyder. We are coming for you, and we are going all the way to the top.
Here we come.
Scott Mantz, I know we're about to host an award show together on Collider, but trust me, after this match in this tournament, it's going to be FY. See you later. Well, look, it's pretty much exactly what we thought. You have Mantz with the big energy, and then you have Sean Gerber, who's going to have to do what Inman did, because what Inman did was get Mantz calm, was to get him focused, because if he's all over the place, then he's too scattered and he can't lock in. If he can lock in the way he did against John Roca in the first match, or against Ben Bateman this year, that's a dangerous Mantz, but you have to see which Mantz you're going to get. Roxy Stryer, on the other hand, holding together the odd couple of Andrejko and Snyder, because remember, when Andrejko was announced as Snyder's teammate, Snyder screamed in the background, yes, he was ready for this. It's Andrejko who's like, okay, what is Snyder going to do here? What kind of Snyder am I getting? We're going to find out.
Yeah, but we've seen both of them, both individually and as part of teams. Once they get under the spotlight, all that stuff is put away, and they're able to just focus on the match at hand. Can Team Sebs do the same thing? This is going to be a really tough match for them to win. I'm not doubting they have the talent, but will they show the ability under the white-hot spotlight of the Anarchy tournament?
Well, Snyder needs it because he's coming off of 3 straight losses. You know, he wants to get his first victory in a little bit here, one of the greatest of all times when it comes to teams. He's got to spin it around in this match. All right, tail of the tape, you've got The Odd Couple, musicals, Fincher movies, wonder if that'll be on the wheel, and you also have Trying to Get Along. And then you have Sebs, La La Land, movie release dates, and La La Land.
I believe that is factually inaccurate. I believe that movie release dates is Ben Bateman's.
Oh, that's right, Ben Bateman's.
They read that wrong.
So then their fourth strength would be comic book movies. All right, so now we are getting ready to get going. Mark, are you ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm born ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, making their Schmoedown team debut, Sean Cooper and the Mance Man, Scott Mance,
Choreographed intro, and Gerber smiling brightly as Scott Mance just twirls and shimmies and just wins the hearts of America all over again.
All right, Scott, focus. Focus. Yes, you know me too well, Arch. And their opponents, being led to the ring by Roxy Stryer, making their team debut, the former team champions, the Insider, Jeff Snyder, and Mark Diego Draco, the Odd Couple. What is that? Socks? He's just wearing socks. He's got some Batman socks. He's got a cap. Hey, you know what? You're on to the fools who dream. Right. All right. And the fools like you, Scott. Oh, there's that yo-yo. Last time Snyder and Mance played. Remember, last time they played, it was for the team championship. And here they are in round number 1. All right, Mark, how's round number 1 work?
Throughout the duration of the match, no competitor is allowed to solicit roommate services. I'm looking in your direction, Jeff Snyder. In round number 1, each competitor and the field will hear 8 questions from 8 different movie trivia categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There's no stealing in round 1. This is the team format, but in round 1, you must rely only upon your own wits and movie trivia knowledge. You cannot consult with your teammate until round number 2. And I'll remind each competitor and teams of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the match. You need to hear a question again, you weren't sure you heard it, or you need to buy yourself some time. Use the JTE rule, and each team has 1 challenge to use between them as they will. The Odd Couple and Team Sebs. The Odd Couple, are you ready?
Are you, baby?
I believe I'd already said that before you were introduced. And Team Sebs, are you ready?
Ready? We are so ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
The winner of this match will go on to play the Paddington 2, Alonzo Duralde and Matt Atchity.
Don't you dare not put the in front of Paddington 2. They made a point about that.
All right, here we go, guys.
First category of the match comes from the world of action-adventure. And your question is, in the Predator franchise, what color is the Predator's blood?
Green.
Seen that movie once or twice?
I love it. 5. 4.
Favorite Schwarzenegger?
3. No. 2. Junior. 1. Junior. Hands down, please. And Snyder.
Green?
Correct. Sean.
Neon green?
That
That works.
Neon green-ish.
Yes. And Mance?
going with Prince Purple.
So both the odd couple get it. Seb's only one.
Oh, I'm thinking Klingon blood is purple.
Of course!
All right, ready?
That's when Ming the Merciless's blood is purple.
Okay. Question two. Question two comes from the realm of the 80s. Who plays prankster Carrie Mahoney in the Police Academy comedy franchise? All right. Favorite Police Academy movie? First one. Now I go with Miami Beach. Which one's that? Mission Miami Beach. 5, 4,
Steve Guttenberg.
2, 1. And Sean Gerber. Steve Guttenberg? Correct. Mark Andreyko.
Steve Guttenberg.
And Mance.
Emma Stone.
Incorrect. Emma Stone.
I also had Emma Stone.
Oh, you didn't have it, so only, okay, so 3-2, only, only Sean and Andreyko had it. Yummy. Lack of respect shown for comedy legend Steve Guttenberg.
Police Academy movie.
I know, right? Me too.
All right. Your next question comes from the world of dramas. In the world of dramas, your question is, what 2005 film stars Ralph Fiennes as a widower determined to unravel the corporate conspiracy surrounding his wife's murder in Kenya? Reef. I think he answers to Ralph.
Good baby
wrong.
food.
Yeah. 5.
You're the first person to ever
4,
say two things.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mark Andreyko.
I don't got it.
All right. Mance.
Constant Gardner.
That's correct. Snyder.
The Constant Gardner.
Correct. Gerber.
I didn't have it.
Didn't have it. So they're going back and forth here. 4-3. So far, so good. Let's go. Next question. Family films. Family films. This is a tough one. What is the name of Pete's Dragon in Pete's Dragon? I have a follow-up question. What is the name of the boy in the movie Pete's Dragon?
Never seen Pete's Dragon.
You had a 50-50 shot. 5, 4, 3. They give you a hint with the apostrophe. 2. Yes. 1. Pens down. Mance.
Pete.
Incorrect. Snyder.
Earl.
Incorrect. Sean. I don't have it. And Mark?
Smaug.
No. Elliot. Oh, that's wow. Christian didn't like the question. I loved it, and none of the competitors got it right. Look at that. We move on to fantasy science fiction. That was fantasy sci-fi. Your question is, in the recently released Ready Player One, to retrieve the second key, the heroes must navigate through a virtual simulation of what famous horror film? If you had a dragon, what would you name it? Would you go Elliot? Fireface. Mount Fireface. Come here, Fireface. 5. You don't leave much to subtlety, do you? Nah. 3.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
2. Stop chewing on my shoes, Fireface. Pens down, please. And Scott. Nope. Jeff Snyder.
The Shining.
Yep.
The Shining.
Yes.
The Shining.
And
The Shining. I drew mine with the little boy.
he's scared.
Torrance. See that?
All right. Here we go. Next question is comedy.
Kid on the poster.
Comedies. Which Friends actor stars alongside Chris Farley in 1998's Almost Heroes? Friends top 10 sitcoms of all time? Yeah. 5 all time? Yeah. Breaking Bad's number 1. 4. 3.
Matthew Perry.
1. Pens down, please. And Sean.
Matthew Perry?
Yes. And Draco.
Matthew Perry.
Scott.
Matthew Perry.
And Snyder.
Matthew Perry.
Nice ruse.
Could they be any more right?
Oh, nice. All right, next question.
Could they be anyone?
Hang on, I'm milking the joke. No, it didn't work the first time. I'm sticking the landing. We move on to horror thriller. And your question is, the sinisterly perfect suburban town in Stepford Wives is located in which New England state? Could I be wearing any more clothes? You can stop now. 5. That was when Joey put all Chandler's clothes on.
Connecticut.
2, 1, pens down, and Draco.
Maine?
Incorrect. Mance.
Rhode Island.
Incorrect.
You guys
Snyder.
kidding me?
Snyder.
Connecticut.
Yes, and
And Vermont.
Only Snyder gets it.
New England, baby.
Snyder gets it. And Roxy Stryer screaming.
Wow.
Patriots question. Last question here. Last question. Animated. Rumpelstiltskin is the villain. Wait. Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah. Don't say his name 3 times or it'll steal your base.
Gotta say it this way. Hold on. Rumpelstiltskin is the villain in which installment of the Shrek franchise? I need the actual name of the movie.
Yeah, I think that's what the character does. Steals babies.
5. Does he eat
4.
them? No. What are you, heathen?
Push
3.
and
What
boot.
do you raise them? 2. Yeah.
I just
1.
eat 'em.
They make sandwiches for him. Hands down. And Scott Mance.
Shrek the Third.
It's incorrect.
I also had Shrek the Third.
So did I. And
I had Shrek Happily Ever After.
close. Oh, Shrek Forever After is the answer. Shrek Forever After.
And Draco just doesn't even react to the news that he got it wrong. He simply packs up his face and goes about his
Alright,
business.
so it's 9-7 here. The odd couple. Odd couple has a 2-point lead.
Alright.
This is a barn burner.
Alright, here we go, guys. Round number 2. And Mark, how does round 2 work?
In round number 2, each team, yes, team, you're allowed to consult with your teammate on each and every question in round number 2. You're going to get a spin at the wheel of justice, doom, perhaps your fate. Each wheel slice contains 6 questions from said movie category. Each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options. One of them is the correct choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. I will remind each competitor in both teams stealing is available in round number 2. So if your team doesn't get it, there is a chance the other team could steal those points from you. We give each team a spin at the wheel, and I will note that the wheel is sponsored. The actual wheel is sponsored by one of our beloved Schmoedown patrons from the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon, and that is Tobias Mustard. Thank you, Tobias, for sponsoring the wheel, and the sponsored slices for today's match are Cameron Diaz and movie release dates, fittingly for both.
Wait a minute.
All right.
What the fuck?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
What is this?
Can't do it.
That is
It's on the
bullshit.
rules.
That's Ben
That is
Davis.
bullshit.
It's on the rules.
Everyone watching.
You signed a
Trivia
document.
Schmoedown.
You signed it.
You
That
signed a
face
notarized
does not
document.
belong on movie release
But you
dates.
signed
We
it.
should all know whose face belongs on movie release dates. This guy belongs on movie release dates.
Can't do it.
That face
I
will
know.
not stick around, so enjoy
Order
it.
in the courtroom.
Bateman.
Order in the court.
Son of a bitch.
You guys both teams have all your JTE rules. You have your challenges. So odd couple.
Unlike the Patriots, we will let them go first.
All right, here we go.
Spin it, my friend.
Make sure you spin it from the side.
Spin
Don't
movie
spin
release
it.
dates.
Sean Gerber's going to spin for Sebs, and here we go. There's the spin.
Christian, I just received word that we have a third wheel slice, sponsored by Schmoedown Patron, and that slice is Samuel L. Jackson movies.
All right,
Samuel L. Jackson films. Here it comes around. Opponent's choice, spinner's choice, lurking on the wheel. We can look at classics.
Classics.
Mance might like it.
Vance wants to go with it.
And
Gerber's got to trust his partner.
All right, Christian, this seems to me to be a clear example of Mance saying, I want this category. I don't know how much Gerber actually knows about classics. In the world of classics, gentlemen of Team Sebs, your first question is a similar sounding one to a round 1 question. What New England state was the setting of the lodge in White Christmas?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, New Hampshire, B, New York, C, Vermont, or D, Connecticut?
Hey!
New York.
Correct. You steal? Is incorrect.
Hey!
Is it A, New Hampshire, B,
New
New York,
Hampshire.
C, Vermont, or D, Connecticut?
1 point.
New Hampshire!
Vermont.
For 1 point.
Wow. I didn't know that.
New York is not in New England, man. What? New York State? No.
We move on to your next question, and that is, who directed the 1944 classic film noir Double Indemnity?
Double Indemnity. That would be, what?
5. 4. 3.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Repeat the question. Who directed the 1944 classic film noir Double Indemnity?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Billy Wilder, B,
Billy
Elliot
Wilder.
Kazan?
Billy Wilder.
Okay,
Alright.
cut me off. I don't need to talk.
Sean Gerber doing a nice move there.
Hey, in
Sean
the
Gerber
crowd,
very
let's keep
good
it
use
down over there in the
of
Roper
chemistry
Riley
there.
corner.
Sean Gerber was smart to call out the repeat. That's 1. All right, here we go.
Next question. In the world of classics is, in The Great Escape, who plays Lieutenant Danny Tunnel King Valinsky, the talented digger with claustrophobia?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, James Garner, B, Steve McQueen, C, Charles Bronson, or D, James Coburn?
It's gonna be Charles Bronson.
Give them a point. All right, 1 point. Navigating their way around this nicely. Your next question. In the world classics, who plays Prince Faisal in Lawrence of Arabia?
I don't have it. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Omar Sharif, B, Alec Guinness, C, Peter O'Toole, or D, Anthony Quinn?
Omar Sharif.
Your choices are Omar Sharif, Alec Guinness, Peter O'Toole, or Anthony Quinn. 5.
Anthony Quinn.
It's incorrect. Looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, Alec Guinness.
Because he looks Arabic.
Looking for Alec Guinness. All right, we go back to Team Sebs. This question's for you. Your question is,
April.
what West Coast city provided the setting for the 1941 classic, The Maltese Falcon?
Wow, they really are the classics, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I just think classics like 80s movies.
It's modern.
That is that's modern classic.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Los Angeles, B, San Diego, C, San Francisco, or D, Portland?
C. San Francisco.
Los Angeles.
That is incorrect. Your options for the steal are A, Los Angeles, B, San Diego, C, San Francisco, or D, Portland.
San Francisco.
Give them a point, and the odd couple somehow managed a 2-point lead over Team Sebs. Even though it's Team Sebs' spin at the wheel, they selected classics. A little controversial up here at the desk as to why they would do that. They did. Now they find themselves needing to get this question right without the aid of multiple choice in order to be tied with the odd couple. And your last question in round number 2 is, in the 1959 classic Ben-Hur, where does Judah Ben-Hur eventually find his mother and sister?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, leper colony, B, prison, C, Masala's home, or D, graveyard?
Masala's home?
You know?
I wanted to spin again.
We should have.
5, 4.
C.
That is incorrect. Your options once again for the steel odd couple.
Graveyard.
Is it? That is incorrect. It is a leper colony. And with that, the odd couple doesn't get that last steal, but it's still 11-9. They haven't even spun the wheel yet.
No, they could put it. They could, if they have a great round here, they could knock out Sebs. But then again, they could have a terrible round, and Sebs can make a comeback here. So it's up to the former team champion Jeff Snyder is going to spin here for the odd couple.
Yeah, speaking of terrible rounds, what happened? I mean, they took classics. Scott Manson's seen a lot of movies. That's that Sean
Well,
Gurley.
you heard Mance. I think he was looking for modern classics, and he went.
I mean, clearly the wheel slice indicates that those are really old movies that are
That's true.
beloved.
But I think that was the thing is that Mance. Good spin by Snyder there.
Snyder staring right at Scott Vance. Christian, this could get physical.
You can hear Roxy Stryer, who is now encouraging her new team.
All right, it's not going to be a bonus choice. It could be Spinner's, as a matter of fact. Wow. Spinner's choice, and the crowd does not know what to think of the turn this match has taken in round number 2.
Where are they going here? Where are they going to go? Can they put it at?
River release dates.
He's not.
Roxy trying to do her best to manage two very strong egos up there at the desk. We need an answer, odd couple. Need an answer. Need an answer.
What?
Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz.
All right, they have selected Cameron Diaz, and once again, we want to thank Tobias Mustat for sponsoring the wheel. That is one of the 3 slices that are sponsored. Cameron Diaz, alongside movie release dates and Sam Jackson.
Cameron Diaz?
6 questions.
Bitch!
6 questions for the odd couple here. 6 questions. Here we go. Question 1. Who directed 2000's Charlie's
G.
Angels?
Mick G. Mick G.
McG.
For 2 points. All right, next question. Who co-stars with Cameron Diaz as her husband in comedy Sex Tape?
Jason Segel.
2
Jason
points.
Christian, we could be well on the way to the knockout already.
Who played gym teacher Russell Geddes that is smitten with Cameron Diaz in Bad Teacher?
Jason Segel.
Questions over here.
Jason Segel.
4, 3.
Multiple choice?
Is it A. Jason Segel, B. Justin Timberlake, C. Chris O'Dowd, D. Dane Cook?
Timberlake?
Jason Segel.
1 point. All right, next question.
Is that for real?
7-point game. It's in the doc. 3 questions left.
He was the gym teacher.
All right. What film saw Cameron portray a thief by the name of Jenny Everdeen?
That
5.
game's in New York?
4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is
I
it
think I know what it is.
A. Charlie's Angels, B. Night and Day, C. Gangs of New York, D. Bad Teacher?
Gangs in New
Night and
York.
Day.
Incorrect. Your choices are A. Charlie's Angels,
Gangs
B.
of New
Night
York.
and Day, C. Gangs of New York, D.
C.
Bad Teacher?
C.
Gangs of New York. 1 point steal.
What a huge steal. Christian, that steal right there guarantees a round 3 will be played in some capacity.
All right, so next one. What supermodel stars alongside Cameron Diaz and Leslie Mann in The Other Woman?
Kate Upton.
2
Kate
points.
Upton.
Yeah. And your last question here. Last question. Okay. Cameron Diaz and James Marsden star as husband and wife in what 2009 psychological thriller?
The Box.
2 points.
2 points in the outcome, ending that round strong. It is a 10-point right on the brink of a knockout, but Team Sebs does advance. But Christian, they need to get all 3 of their questions correct before the odd couple even has to think about anything else in the world of movie trivia. How do you see it going down?
It's really tough right now. It's going to be hard for Sebs to. They got to get all 3 questions, and they got to hope the odd couple misses all 3.
Every one of their questions,
in order to put it into sudden death. But stranger things have happened in the movie trivia Schmoedown. How does round 3 work?
Round 3 works where all competitors must in this round take their smelly feet off the table. Each team is going to give us 3 numbers that range from 1 to 20. Those numbers will correspond to a different movie trivia category. Because the odd couple is in a commanding 10-point lead, we're going to receive their numbers first. This is the team format, but for your 2-point question and your 3-point question, that's an individual exercise. Once you hear the category for the 2-pointer, each team must decide which team member is going to be answering that question. The other team member will be answering the 3-pointer. You may only confer with one another for your 5-point question. Like I said, the odd couple, now that they have obeyed all the rules of round 3, will give us their 3 numbers first.
13. 6.
5. 13, 6, and 5 for the odd couple, and for Sebs.
7, 4, 15.
7, 4, and 15. All right, Sebs will be up first with their 2-pointer was number 7. That would be in the category of coming of age. Coming of age. All right, so who would like to take coming of age?
You wanted 80s classics, so you're probably going to get one here. Why the hell not? Let's do it.
All right, here we go, guys. Scott, coming of age. In Mean Girls, which character said the quote, "Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen"?
You got it. Of course I know, but it's not up to me.
It's Rachel McAdams.
5, 4.
Which character or which actress? Can you repeat the question?
Yep, can I repeat the question?
Sean.
In Mean Girls, which character said the quote, "Stop
Regina
trying to make
George.
fetch happen. It's not
Regina
going to happen."
George.
Tina Fey?
they spun it instead of going for the respin, Christian. This could have been a very different match.
Well, I think Gerber wanted to give fans respect as the competitor that's been around for a little bit, but Gerber wanted to spin again in round 2. Gerber used the JTE rules early. Gerber looked like the pro in this match, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, and Scott Massa is probably still reeling from the realization that his face is no longer upon the movie release date's wheel slice. He carries around the old one as though he was a burnout high school quarterback drinking at Chili's with his Letterman's jacket at the age of 45. And then you look at the Odd Couple, Christian. Is it the best chemistry I've ever seen with a team? No. But what did we say before the match? All they have to do is get up in front of the spotlight, and I think a lot of that goes to the coaching of Roxy Stryer. They were able to focus on the match itself, and clearly dropping 20 points without having to get to round 3, that's impressive.
The Odd Couple is a team made up of, again, some of the best competitors that we have. And like you said, if they can get on the same page, then they're going to be pretty devastating. But they do not have an easy second round match. They're going up against Matt Atchity and Alonzo Duralde, who already have shown that they are a team to be reckoned with. I mean, that team, that's going to be a tough match for these guys in round 2.
Yeah, I think when you really boil it down, I think the Odd Couple should be a favorite going into any match after seeing what they were able to do today. But sometimes you get a little soft if you get a knockout because you showed a lot of movie trivia prowess in one match. How do you navigate round 3? We never saw them had to do what Gerber and Mance had to do, which is make the decision, which can be tough at times. Who's taking the 2-point question?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though. Mark Andreyko's starting to make a strong pitch for Player of the Year because if you look at it, granted, he just lost that match to Bibiani, but he has gotten himself to a title match. He is now going into the second round of the tournament. He's having a hell of a year right now, and I would say that Bibiani or still Sam Levine, those are the guys in contention with him at the moment because he's playing solid. All right, now we're going to talk to Jen Sturger, who is with the victors, the Odd Couple and Sebs, the unfortunate losers for today. Take it away, Jen.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the Odd Couple, and I don't know whether I'm in the Jamie Kennedy experiment or what's happening with this outfit, but congratulations on a well-fought match. Roxy, you got to be feeling pretty good. I know you've been put in kind of an odd situation with Mike Kalinowski. Oh, yeah, that jerk. I'm feeling really good, though, because they're not going to do a mic to me. They're going to stay with me, and they're going to stay with each other, and we saw today that even though they're odd, they are capable of working together with a little bit of help. Communication, boys. We gotta, because these teams we're going up against, they're not going to be as much of a breeze for us to get through, so we gotta make sure we're talking to each other.
For our first match, I thought Mark and I did pretty good together. You know, when I ended up getting Spears' choice on that wheel, we had to sort of rush out an answer. We were debating because I wanted to do crime movies or new releases. He wanted to do 80s or musicals. Cameron Diaz was just the only thing we could agree on.
I thought I was going to have an actual heart attack when you guys picked Cameron Diaz, which was not in the conversations we had before, but you did it.
We both jammed studying Cameron Diaz backstage. So, and once again, it was half and half. The things I'm really good at that I wanted, he's not, and vice versa. So we had to pick the lesser of however many wedges there are evils. But I need to take the time right now to apologize because you've said communication, and we worried about communication, and I was the one that answered early without consulting with Jeff. So I was the bad seed in this one. So
I know, I was worried he was going to bully you into a pick, but then you bullied him.
That comes with championship experience, Andreyko.
We'll get there.
Okay.
And obviously, you know, you guys are looking to go against the Paddington 2 next, but you've got to be looking somewhere down the line that you may have to face your ex-teammate JTE.
If it comes to that, so be it. I'm ready to take him on and put him in the ground. But Andreyko and I are not looking past the task at hand, which is taking down Atchity and Duralde. I think if they're a good team, I just think we're a better one.
Yeah, they're definitely a task, but I think you guys proved today that you're a force to be reckoned with, and you can take it all the way.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. You know, this one after the loss to Bibbs for the title, this one I'm approaching with more stress. It's fun, and I think being more relaxed makes your brain less clenched up. So I'm excited. I think we did as better than I would have expected for our first time in this. So
TKO.
Absolutely. So, what are you guys going to do going forward to improve your chemistry? We're going to go out to lunch, and we're going to grab some drinks, and we're going to make sure that we're friends, and we are on the same page about all the things moving forward.
And Roxy's buying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
You
buying.
can always buy. guys.
We'll see about that. Okay, fine.
He or she who asks for the lunch is the one who...
I will do whatever it takes to make sure you guys are victorious because I feel as if I played a very big part in the victory today.
You did. I looked over to you for inspiration, for wisdom. You delivered way better than Tom Dagnino has lately for me. I snapped a 3-game losing streak with this.
Well, I will say this. After working with Emma and now with Roxy, I will never have a male manager again. The women are the best managers in the league.
I'll take it. Oh, guys. Germermans.
Yeah. What was that? That was my fault. My fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. I played shit. I played like shit. I didn't confer with my teammate here. You know, I'm either really good at this or I'm the worst Schmoedown player in the history. Today, I was the worst Schmoedown player in history, but I have to say that the wheel, I thought classics was like the modern classics. I don't know, it was like the classics, and it was too late for me to change it.
Do you think that seeing Ben Bateman's face on your slice had any impact on how you played?
Yeah, that threw me, for sure. You win, Ben. Yep, for sure. That absolutely threw me. But no, I mean, I did not converse with my teammate here. We didn't play like a team, and that was totally my fault.
And Gerber, I saw you shaking your head after that Regina George Mean Girls question.
I had it. Yeah.
You had it?
Of course I had it.
You have to know Regina George.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was horrible. Jeez, I just played like shit.
I mean, we still would have...
I'm sorry.
We still had 8 points to make up, and they would have had to miss every question in round 3 after that anyway. It's a team game no matter what. I should have objected. It's not... when he wanted to stick with classics, I really should have checked that and said, are you sure? Because we had a strength of his movie release dates still on the board. We had a strength of mine comic book movies still on the board. So even though I was hitting the repeat the question, that's not enough. You got to put yourself in a position to get the right answer, and we didn't do that.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you did play a really good technical game. It's just the
I'm very
knowledge.
technically sound, but the knowledge has to be there.
Vance is just sound.
I just picked the wrong piece on that spin wheel. I just picked the wrong piece. I thought it was modern classics, not classics.
So obviously you're out of the tournament now.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do to get your slice back, man?
I don't know. What I want to do, if he's up for it, and this is totally up to him, but I'm game, just have an all movie release dates challenge, and whoever wins that truly deserves to have their face on that piece of the pie. Are you down for that, Bateman? Come on.
I don't know if any of us are ready for that yet.
That would be a hell of a thing. I think actually people would really want to see that. I want to see that.
On mute.
The Odd Couple, I mean, you see them still. They're not necessarily on the same page behind the scenes.
Felix and Oscar.
Yeah, but you look, Snyder is talking about JTE, playing JTE down the line, and then you've got the fact that they've got to really focus on Alonzo and Matt first, but this is a team, look, that second round matchup, that's a it can go anyway.
Yeah, and they had sort of an arbitrary wheel slice that they ended up taking. It was a Patreon slice, so we appreciate that, but it was Cameron Diaz. I mean, imagine what's going to happen with the Odd Couple when one of them really locks in on a category in round 2, and I have a feeling that this is only going to galvanize them and their team chemistry. Like we said, Roxy Strider coaching these gentlemen pretty hard. I think they're going to have round 3 together when they need to use it, probably in the next match.
Well, you're right, and I think that that's the thing that stood out in the pre, and that's what stood out in the post, is that Roxy Strider is really championing these two. She's really behind the both of them, like, excited about this team, excited about what the future could hold for the Odd Couple.
She could take Jeff Snyder to finishing school. I don't think that would hurt anything.
Well, we're going to see. To get some kind of outfit, he needs some kind of change in the next round because those socks stink. As we get now to the round number 1 is underway, and man, what a round 1 it has been. You guys were able to fill out brackets. How are your brackets doing? How have you been doing so far as we are underway in this tournament? Make sure you join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. That's right. Sign up. A lot of different tiers. You want exclusive matches that just happen inside of that Patreon? Go ahead and check that out. Make sure that you join that tier there. You can get matches a week earlier if you join a separate tier. There's so many things that we offer there for you guys, and thank you for joining. Thanks to all the patrons.
Thanks to all the patrons, and thank you for tuning in to the Schmoedown Rundown. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group, and thank you to Christian Harlow for changing.
Wow. Well, it's a good shirt.
Hey, guess what, pal? Come on, what do we got? We're professional now. Are you ready to do this? I'm so ready to do this. How's it going, guys? If you didn't know...
Well, that match kind of went the way I thought it would. Snyder and Draco, they're a solid team together. I got them going kind of far in the tournament. I don't have them winning the thing, but I got them making the Final Four teams. But, yeah, this was a solid match. Gotta love Roxy. She's awesome. Sorry, Mance and Gerber. You know, you tried your best, but just wasn't your day. But yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next match. Yeah. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. If you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub. Peace.